right, if you hear straight after the last video, nigga, I told you straight into the goddamn stream. You want to watch these live, you got to be on my Discord. There's a link. You can jump up my Discord down from the description. There's links in the doobly-doo, as they say. And these are 11 p.m. Pacific time on Saturdays on my Discord channel. So, jump in this since you're watching it on YouTube, and I know that because I haven't actually started streaming on Discord yet. Then we know that holy shit, was my microphone completely fucked up that whole last video? Oh man, that kind of sucks. I might have to go check it. I might have to go check it. I'm not going to do it right now, but let's bring this down. Let's bring this on down here, and we will turn on the stream. It's time to turn on the stream. Share screen. And what we're sharing is the windowed projector. Okay, and it is in the voice chat channel, so there we go. All right, cool. There we go. Okay, stream started. Man, holy shit. I am not having a good week. I really am not. Now I have moved my microphone. I completely didn't even bring the microphone down for the weekly video because I'm a fucking idiot, and so it was all the way up here, and this is about the audio quality that you got. That's actually not bad. I mean, looking at my meters, the meters look okay. But, yeah, it's better to have it down here. Down here is about, this is roughly where we would like it to be most of the time. Let's get back to Ronald Reagan and his criminal gang. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm talking about at the moment. Okay, so what I was doing on the weekly video, of course, which I've had a hell of a week. Oh my God, the week that I've had. So last night, around 11:15, the power went out. And it came back on, it went out and it came back on, and it flickered again, and then it went out and it came back on, and it flickered and went out and came back on, and went out and came back on. And it was always just like a second here, a second there, it's flickering, and I'm sitting there going, ha ha, I have an uninterruptible power supply. You can't do anything to me. I got everything on that supply except the main large monitor where all of the stuff you can't see is. So it's like everything you're looking at, the application screen right here for Clip Studio Paint, that's still up, that's still running. I got everything up and kicking, and it's like it can go, if everything goes off, I got about 20 minutes. And on top of that, we have a generator that kicks on in 15 seconds. Usually. As you may be able to guess from this story, when the power went off and stayed off, the generator did not come on. And I went, well, guess I'm going to bed. And I went and I got undressed and I got in bed and I'm lying in bed and I'm like, God, it's so fucking quiet in here. Usually I can hear so much stuff. I mean, I can hear the hum of my amplifier, and I can hear the power supply fan and the graphics card fan, and I can hear the TV screen, and I can hear the refrigerators in the next room. Refrigerators. God damn it. So I had to get up. I mean, it's one thing to go, well, fuck it, I don't have a computer for a couple hours, but if the refrigerators are off for a couple hours, we hoard food. If the world went to shit like right now, we have literally got a year's food in the house. We will be fine for a year. And It's one of those things when the pandemic started and they were just like quarantine, make sure that you got enough food. I helped my mom go through everything and we went through all of the freezers and it was like, okay, so we've gone through the freezer in the left refrigerator and we have 47 meals. So that is 16 days out of this refrigerator, just out of the freezer. We have 16 days of food from one of our 4 freezers. We did go through everything, and what it came out was we have 90 days before we have to worry about anything, just from like what's frozen and what's in the fridge. It's like fear of running out is just like a huge thing in this household. Everything we've got forever, and then we went and started checking cupboards, and it's just like, we got about 6 months worth of canned goods, ranging from tuna to chicken, tomatoes and olives. We got every fucking thing. It's just like, we'll be fine. You get into the dry goods. We buy 50-pound bags of rice. We buy cases of ramen. It's like, we're fine. There's a year. Nobody's going to go hungry in this house for a year. And I was looking at the generator when I was out finally getting the generator running. I was out there getting the generator running, and I was like, man, I hope the power doesn't stay out too long because we've only got 560 hours of generator power. So yeah, we can run on nothing but generator for 3 weeks. That's totally doable. And it's everything. It's the whole goddamn house. The only exception is the clothes dryer. We cannot run the clothes dryer when we're on generator. But I did get the generator fixed, and I did get everything put back together, and everything is fine. And it's all happening in the middle of the night. And it's raining like hell. We're in the middle of a windstorm. The number of trees that have blown down across the lines, I don't expect them to have the power back on for several days. So we're just sitting here with our generator and laughing at everybody who doesn't have one. But okay. Let's jump down here into Clip Studio Paint, and we'll recenter everything. And as you can tell, I've been messing around with the 3D models. And I've got one 3D model for one of these model poses that we put together. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out another 3D model, and I'm going to pose that to match the pose on the next one. And this is just mostly me getting comfortable with the various. Ooh, no. No. I want a new 3D model. I want a new layer for that 3D model, I think. Wait, do I? Do I want a new layer for that 3D model or not? Yeah, I do. I do want a new layer for that 3D model. So I'm going to do a new layer for it because now I can take that model and I can rotate it without altering the rest of everything. Now, this particular model, turn down the opacity on it somewhat, so I can see through it and see how things are fitting together. Let's pull this arm up. I'll rotate it. Okay. In this particular case, it looks like the model does not want to do. And we can't do that pose with this model, can we? This is going to be difficult. So you'd use inverse kinematics like so. Scroll up a bit. Let's This is rough. This is hard to put in place. Man. This pose in particular may not be a pose that is easily reproducible. But let's try anyway. Rotate that forward because we want this hand in front. We are just duplicating a pose. We do not need to make everything perfect. Man. Now that arm will not go up that high. I don't always understand what the system is trying to do. This needs to rotate and turn the armpit mostly outward. But it's insisting that the range of motion is too small to actually get it up there. So, I'm not sure how to handle that. I guess the way that you handle that is you go, well, this pose is bullshit. I can't get this pose. So let's do a slightly different pose. Oh, I'm working with a finger there. No wonder I got an issue. No wonder that's not working. I'm trying to work with a finger. Now, we want here, we want kind of a, we want the hips turned. We want the, whoa, that's turning the entire model right there. We want to turn that forward, and we want to turn the hips on there. I want to rotate somewhat. I want to rotate the upper body and get kind of that hip shot look. Let's see if we can't pull this arm out and around like so. And we want this leg to come over here. We want it to pull inward like so. A little farther back. I don't understand some of this shit that's coming out of here. Now we want to lift that up a little, and we want to rotate it. That's kind of the thing that we're looking at there. And we'll move that up, rotate that a little bit. We'll bring it out somewhat. We'll get kind of... Okay, so there we have some kind of pose there. That's better than nothing, I guess. Now, because I'm working with these 3D models, I can shift them around and move them around all over the place, and they end up being reference models that I can use in any angle and from any rotation and all of that sort of thing, and that's useful, and that's kind of why I'm trying to get a handle on these. I don't know that I really care about hand poses so much, but it's like there's a whole bunch of these. So if I just kind of scroll through and pick something meaningful, like I don't know, hand gesture 16. That's a thing we could use right there. And then we can move a hand. We got all kinds of stuff like this. It's like we have grab a handle that we can turn around and stick on there, and it went on both the hands. Oh, it always goes on both the hands, doesn't it? Well, that's terrible. Is that settable? Can I set that somehow? Can I like select just one hand and then put a desired gesture on just that hand? Oh, it looks like I can. Okay. So I can select one hand and I can put... Let's put a different pose on it. Let's put hand gesture 5 on there. That went on both hands. So I don't know how to just do one hand. I don't know how that works. I'm not going to fuck with it. I'm just going to go back to pulling out another body here, moving it into an appropriate location there. And I'm going to take this and whoa. Okay, we're going to rotate this a little bit and we're going to move it up a little bit. And that works, I think. Yeah, that is a reasonably appropriate . Okay, there we go. Just a bit. Bit more there. Okay, now we got something going on. We're going to correct this posture a little bit. So you can put that bend in the back to kind of get the tall and haughty female posture, as covered in some of our earliest, crappiest lessons. Rotate that and put it back in place, and now we will bring that up, over. I don't know if... Do we have a crossed arms pose? Do we have an entire body crossed arms pose? Let's take a look. Man, I can't use the keyboard for anything on this. Okay, so what am I looking at here? Kneeling, phone call, sitting, rise to full height. That looks like the pose we want. That is, in fact, the pose we want. There we go. Let's drag that up, and we'll turn it a little bit to the side, and we are very nearly where we want. That's pretty good. So what we want to do is we want to get kind of a bend in the back, a bit more of a bend, a bit, and we don't want to do that all in one location. We want to kind of inch it back and maybe curve it a bit farther up there to make her stand up higher. And whoa, let's angle that out, angle this back. Take the whole body, shift it over, and we want to rotate here a bit. When rotating the body, you want to rotate individual pieces in kind of a wave, each one just a little in the trunk. And then just kind of straighten that a little bit. Now we're going to bring the legs closer together. This one is going to have to come out somewhat, and also in. That one's going to have to come back. And also inward. So there we have a reasonable approximation of that pose. I'll turn that so she's making some eye contact. And then we'll use the widget here to drag that over and scoot it down and put it with the rest. And we are getting some poses here. This is fitting together. So this is the important thing, is actually just like getting the poses in place to work from reference. And then I've got something to build on. This gives me something to work from for a thumbnail, and it also gives me a much more interesting series of things to to put together. Slap, that's cute. Cute running. They don't want to say girl running, but that's what it is. So let's drag cute running in here, and yeah, you can see that what we are talking about here is we're talking about girl running. This is the way girls run, according to certain kinds of people. We can move this out, and we can drag that up. Man, the lighting is really weird on this one. Why is this so differently lit? I don't get it. Regardless, we don't actually need this. I'm throwing it out. In any case, we're going to drag a new body in here. Why is it doing that? You know what? Let's hide the other 3D model layers. There we go. You know what? I should just duplicate this one. I'm going to just duplicate the layer, and then, in fact, before duplicating it, I should do all of the grunt work that needs to be done every time. Like, whoops, no, not that. Like, jeez. Number one, we need to zoom it. Number two, you put it in about the right location. You put it about the right height. You need to put it at about the right scale. And yeah, that's about it. Right there. Excuse me. Yeah, well, let's if we put the grunt work in first. Then yeah, we can take that and we can duplicate it, and we can hide that one, and we can now take this and start putting it into the proper place. Let's again drop the opacity of it. Okay, so let's pull that down, pull it over to the side. How are we doing in terms of the shoulders? This needs to turn significantly. And the entire body is rotated, or tilted rather. That's sort of straight up and down, so we want to tilt that, but this we want to tilt up. So we've got kind of this let's tilt that back a bit. Give her some booty. And tilt the shoulders back, and lean this forward. And the neck, we will take the neck upward and forward. We'll just get her kind of pushing her head forward. And lowering her eyes somewhat, but also looking at you. So there's that. Let's get the legs in the right place. That one needs to be about there. This one needs to be about. This one needs to be a bit forward, but not much. And angle it a bit. So I end up looking. Okay, this needs to be more straight up and down, like so. Okay, that's more the kind of thing we're looking at for everything up to the arms. I'll bring that elbow in there. And this is again a crossed arms pose, but I'm not so concerned about that. I wonder if... Okay, I need to rotate this character so that I can get to the arm here and pull it in closer to the body so that the elbow can be rotated in. And clearly, it needs to come forward. And let's rotate this upward somewhat. And we'll rotate this hand. See if we can't put this hand right here. More or less on her forearm. More or less, that's close. And then we'll rotate that. We'll just swing her around like so. And then shift that downward. Shift that over like so. Turn on the other 3D models. There's some idea where they are. Let's put her over here. And we can do that from any angle, so we'll turn her around like this. There we go, that's good. That works. So now we've got this little collection of 3D models here, and if we turn off the reference, yeah, we got like five interesting poses at this point. Okay. So I'll take that one, we'll drag it down under here. This is definitely a big time saver in terms of putting these poses together. I really did not expect using the 3D models to make things this much faster and easier. So this is definitely this is a killer feature for Clip Studio Paint. It really is, because it gives me something that I can just like rough stuff in and put things where it belongs, and they don't have to look great right out of the box. I can actually edit and modify, because I'm going to be drawing over these, and because I'm drawing over them, it doesn't matter if they're perfect. I'll fix the problems in the final drawing. Presumably, I will get a final drawing. That's totally a thing that I frequently do not manage to get. So let's see. What's our next plan of attack? I don't think we really have a next plan of attack. I do want to save this. This is definitely something that ought to be saved. Gonna move my characters around. There's a put them on the ground button, but I can't remember what it is. There it is. Place model on ground level. Okay. Over here, this one. Place model on ground level. Shift that model over here and ground level. Shift over. Ground level. Shift over. Ground level. Shift over, and you can see here when you pull up just the grid. It gives you a perspective grid, so you could see like how to draw things in perspective in this situation, and that's really useful. I don't really use it, obviously, because I'm not drawing backgrounds and shit. But when I get to drawing backgrounds, that's going to be really useful. I think, I mean, like maybe, that might be useful. This is definitely useful for making sure that you get relative heights correct, so that people are the proper height when they're farther back and farther forward and whatnot. That'll be useful. Yeah. That's all kinds of neat stuff. Clip Studio Paint has all of these fucking amazing tools that I do not understand how to use. And they have all of these tutorials available on their YouTube channel that you can use to figure out how to use these elements. And I don't know that much about it. I haven't been through all of those, but holy shit, are these useful? Holy shit, are these useful tools and useful ways to get some kind of reference and to understand the perspective. These contour lines that kind of show you where the perimeters of the different body parts are. That's really useful. It's even got basic shading to kind of help you out with the easiest levels of lighting. But yeah, I'm really happy with Clip Studio Paint. I think it's one of the better things that I've picked up over the years. So yeah. Oh, I've got two of that particular. Huh. I have two of that particular pose for some reason. Did I do two of them, or did I duplicate it at some? I duplicated it because I was rotating it around and mess with it. Okay, so and now I remember what was going on with that. But yeah, this is savable. This is some work on it later kind of stuff. Definitely works. Yeah. I really do like this program. I'm gonna try and upgrade it when I get around to when I put some cash together for that. That's gonna be useful. I have been, as anybody on the Discord already knows, I've been playing a lot of Grand Theft Auto Online lately because that's been interesting. So that's kind of engaged me and interested me and gotten me thinking about a bunch of stuff around game design. Nothing really relevant to Groping Festival, but it has gotten me thinking about a lot of stuff related to what other people think is fun in games, what other people don't think is fun in games. And you've got people that really like grind, and you've got people that really hate grind, and you've got people that just want to do whatever there is to do as fast as possible, but they don't mind doing it over and over. I don't understand that. It's like, you're going to do this thing 4,000 times. So why are you trying to do the 4,000 things? Why are you trying to do each of the things as fast as possible when you know that every time you do it, there's a 15-minute timer on when you can do it again? I mean, you can't do the 4,000 things any faster than 60,000 minutes. It's going to be 1,000 hours, no matter how you slice it. You know, why are you trying to finish it as quickly as possible? And then you're looking for some way to kill the rest of the time in between the missions. I don't get it. I don't understand why people do that, but they do. So that's a thing. I will never understand some of these people. Alrighty. I don't really have much of anything left to say. So, God, it's only been like 40 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and kill the recording, because this is basically all I need to put on YouTube. But I'll hang around for a while because I like hanging around. It's fun to hang around. We got good company here. Anyway, again, if you're watching this on YouTube, if you wanted to stick around for the fun shit, you needed to be on the Discord. So, yeah. See the link in the doobly-doo and all that shit.